I didn't. I forgot a few things while I was running that, but hopefully that was fun for you, and hopefully people will enjoy watching it. So,
All right.
did you enjoy that or no?
I did. That
Okay,
was really funny.
it's okay if you thought it was stupid. If you thought it was
No,
bad, you can tell me.
no, because I feel like because my character was pretty, campy,
Yeah,
and I think he fit perfectly into the scenario. That
I
was
think it worked out.
fairly
I think we improvised that one out of a paper bag. I think we did it.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What'd you think of that? I know it's not my most structurally sound scenario, but did you have fun?
I mean, like I said, it was fun. Like my character being as campy as he was fit perfectly within a campy story like that. So I
Yeah,
thought, because I really
I'm
played up
very
the
I'm very glad
idea.
you designed the character the way that you did. That's exactly what I did ask you to make a computer oriented character, which I think would be good, but you really went with it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot of fun. Um, I love the Google search. Like I had to come up with my own Google. Like, well, I guess like not how I would Google it, but how would like I Google it in a campy way, Like,
Right,
oh,
right.
like that
A
was
little
fun.
bit of inspiration from Aqua Teen Hunger Force with that one.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple episodes with that, especially like there's this one where it's like what was it? He's like Google Google plaque conspiracies
Oh yeah.
and
I remember
Metallica. Yeah, yeah, that's stuff like that. And so
that.
there was a little bit of inspiration there. There was a lot of stuff I forgot to do, so that like if this comes out, if I do this as a PDF, which I hope to do eventually, it'll be better on paper in my opinion. Because if you read what I wrote, it makes more sense than what I did because I forgot. So like for instance, and this is not to defend myself, I'm actually saying how I screwed up. But like for instance, what I was supposed to do was when in your Zoom meeting, you were supposed to use the library role in that meeting, the Google role, if you will, to find something to like fix a technical issue, and then that would have implied later on to use it again to find information about the brownie. But I completely forgot to do that. If you're going to run this, I feel like the important thing is getting the last scene right, which is the whole struggle with the brownie. I think like that has to come off as ridiculous, and I feel like it did. Uh,
Yeah, I was just hitting him with the stick saying that he doesn't pay bills. It was
yeah,
fun.
yeah. What did you think of his lament about how he's exploited, anything like that?
I thought it was interesting given that he's like a spirit.
Yeah,
Like I would I like I guess it was like I don't understand how he feels exploited as a spirit. Like I get when he
because
transitions into a mortal being, like a
well,
mortal
he does
entity.
eat food. He does eat food. Like part of the thing is that you leave him like something to
Oh,
eat at
you're right.
night. And
Yeah.
but like I just thought it was funny because he lived pre-capitalist. He lived in in a feudal society previously. So it is technically a new thing that he would have to pay for anything, even though he doesn't pay for anything. But like the idea would be like if he has to leave your place, he might have to get a job. And that is a sincerely like worrisome thing for him because he's never had to do that. So I thought it would be funny to have him make the kind of complaint people often make about exploitation capitalist system is making me get up at 5 a.m. to go to this job. But he actually like whatever you think of people who make that complaint, he has a full on legitimate complaint because he's a spirit. He shouldn't have to have a job, really. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So
I guess that's why it did confuse me because I thought he had magical powers and things.
yeah, he does, but they have to the brownie. So real quick, uh think think Harry Potter's house elves, right?
Oh, I see. Right.
Those are brownies. She just took that from J.K. Rowling took that from the existing mythology of brownies. Virtually everything in Harry Potter, and that's not like a dig on Harry Potter, but virtually everything comes from a pre-existing thing. And the brownie,
Merlin. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Merlin, yeah, exactly. They have what's the dude the Italian guy who made the Philosopher's Stone.
I don't remember his name.
You know what I'm talking about, though. I think Tanner
Yeah.
has his wand.
Nicholas Flamel.
Thank you,
Oh,
Tanner.
right. I'm not
Uh,
a big Harry Potter. Like
yeah,
I
yeah, no
watched the
worries.
movies. I watched the movies, but like,
Yeah,
a lot, but I don't. I'm not into the lore like
but no, that basically that's what a brownie is, just to explain. Like they have to take care of your home. They're basically kind of a slave. Like, and they want you to give them, in the traditional mythology is honey and porridge and cream. They like cream. But I figured in mine, I tweaked it so that like you were leaving like Oreos and stuff around, and he was eating that, and he took that as like, because I figured that the brownie would eventually, after so many centuries, he'd be like, yeah, I'll take whatever you give me. Like, you're probably not going to give me cream, so I'll take whatever you give me. And so,
And I'd imagine it's been improving for him. I mean,
yeah,
he got to have an Oreo.
yeah.
You know, like
I
that's amazing, right?
I made a lot of mistakes with this one, but hopefully those mistakes were amusing for people to watch, or will be amusing for people to watch. For instance, I don't know why I decided to do the priest with the Irish accent, and then you also have the brownie with the Irish. I really don't know why I did that.
Right. I thought there was a connection, like
Right.
for
It implies a connection, and that's why it was so stupid that I did that.
yeah. I thought was that is this like a am I about to experience a plot twist or something?
I honestly, like, I have no defense of that, and I'm not going to pretend that was just a I'm tired, and that's what happened. But I
You know,
feel
but
like
because
we
it's weird because we're
salvaged
in
it.
San Fran. Oh, sorry.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was gonna say it's weird because it's like we're in San Francisco. What's up with all the Scots, you know, around the
Yeah,
area? You
well,
know,
like, it's like it was just a Catholic priest, so I did the stupid Catholic priest voice, and then the brownie and brownies are actually British, by the way. So really, he should talk like this, but I gave him an Irish voice because I thought that was funnier. I can't explain all of my decisions, Julian. Okay, and if you're gonna put me before a tribunal, good luck. But yeah, so that one was intended to be more humorous. That one was intended to be more of a ha ha, it's funny, and hopefully we didn't go too overboard with that. I don't know, but most of them will not be like that. So if anybody out there hates that one, like, take solace in the fact that most of them will not be like that.
yeah.
But yeah, um, but yeah, do you have any questions about the scenario, or notes? Maybe, I don't know.
Why did you want to do a computer guy specifically?
Because I wanted you to find out about the brownie through a Google search, because I thought it was funny, because that's how we find out about a lot of things that are actually like really serious, where it's like, why is there a pain in my chest? And you Google it, and it's like, you could have this problem, you could have this problem, and I just thought it would be funny to have you do. And the other reason is because in the original version of this, because this is the second version I've done of this, in the original version, you find out who the brownie is because you have like a friend, and he knows a dude who's like he's like a paranormal expert type person. And
Okay.
I wanted to use that in a different scenario, a guy like that, in a way that I thought made more sense. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just completely cut it like that. And I don't know. Going with the first version, reason, I just thought it would be fun for you to find this answer, because Call of Cthulhu has library role as a role, and what it's usually used for is you're doing research in a library, and you find out like, oh, according to the microfiche, this guy killed
Yeah.
somebody in 1985 or whatever. Yeah, it's meant to be like that. So I use it like Google. So I just thought like, oh, it'd be kind of funny if instead of talking to someone or reading a mythos tome or something, you Google it, because you can Google about a brownie. That's how I found out about him, is I looked up mythological creatures. And I think I might have searched mythological creatures that live in the home. I'm not sure. And I ended up finding brownie. So I just thought like it would be kind of funny to do that. I have no idea if I was
Right.
correct or if the execution worked, but that was the reason.
I mean, I get it because it kind of it fits into what you were saying earlier about the spirit feeling exploited in the modern world.
I'm glad, I think this one worked. I hope it worked, but it was kind of like the last one we did. It was a little bit more experimental or whatever. The next one that's coming out after this, or I shouldn't say last one, because yeah, I'm getting mixed up because of the order of the way things are released. But the next ones after this are much more straightforward in terms of like scenarios and everything. But do you have any notes, or like, because believe me, I know this is not a perfect scenario. So do you have any like critical notes that you're like, you should do this or that, or instead of this, do that?
I feel like there should be, when the priest comes, or assuming you lead them into calling a priest or whatever. If they end up conducting a like an exorcism of the place or the poltergeist or whatever, um, the have it more like, build up a little bit more tension there. Don't just like have it happen, I guess.
Right.
I would like the boss to have more of a, I guess, like a little bit more of a role.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
maybe.
yeah, that might have made sense. Keep in mind it was meant to be fairly short,
Oh yeah, no, of course.
but
But I guess what I mean is
yeah,
like, I guess you're right, because then I was about to say like, maybe have it take place over the course of like 2 or 3 days.
you could do this, like you could do this scenario as a longer scenario, and maybe it should be done that way. So I'll just say that as like my response to that. Not that I'm trying to excuse myself or whatever, but my response to that is you definitely, if someone out there wants to do the scenario, but just stretch it out, that might make more sense, because this idea definitely isn't perfectly fit for a short one. So
Yeah, because it's like a buildup of, all right, whatever,
yeah,
spilled milk,
yeah, exactly,
okay, whatever, and
exactly.
with my character, it's like I'll deal with it later.
Right.
That's sort of his.
What
I'd
was
imagine his idea or
what was
his
your
attitude.
favorite part of the game?
The Google, like every time I had to Google something, I thought that was funny.
That
And
was
then
fun.
and
Okay.
then yeah, and then also when but like I like if you leave it up to the person, because it's always
Right.
interesting how they would, what they would say.
Right.
Or and like ideally it'd be like how their like I try to do it what my character would type, not like what I would type.
Right.
But so ideally they'd be doing the same thing, but if it's not, it's just always fun to see how they would Google
Uh,
things.
Congratulations on being the first player so far in a game that will actually be uploaded to survive, or not
Oh
not
wow, all right.
not necessarily just not survive, but to not end in a terrible fashion.
Right.
Because the ones that didn't, that did survive, their lives moving forward are awful. Not to go into too much detail, but
Yeah,
so
it's surprising too, because I was fully expecting this character to die, given like all his low like
yes,
stats in like the things that are most important. And
right.
also, I just like the ending where I was like, fuck that brownie, just like tapping
Yeah, that was
it.
fun. That I actually thought, like, I love the ending conceptually. I like seeing the camera like fade out on this brownie being like, please give me some money, please. And everyone's just like, get a job. It's just like, it goes out there. I kind of like that too. So I enjoyed that.
And I think, yeah, my character wouldn't really care
Right.
about those sorts of things.
That I completely agree. I completely agree.
Yeah. It was fun. I like that it was on the campier side. It was, I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Definitely trying to be campy. I hope everybody enjoyed that one. I hope it was silly enough to keep you entertained. For Radio Cthulhu, I'm Nathan,
I'm Julian.
signing out.
Recording stop.